we are gonna make our apricot walnut boat. So we can rethink lunch a little bit. Because, you know, lunch doesn't have to just be sandwich, soup, whatever. We can do something creative with lunch, and this is what we're gonna do. Walnuts, super high in lecithin. What does lecithin do? Lecithin builds the brain. How cool is it that this walnut looks like a brain, right? The two hemispheres, all that like ripply-dipply stuff, and it's got a lot of lecithin in there. Okay, it also has vitamin E, of course, enzymes. We soak the walnuts. I know I say this all the time. Sometimes I feel like a broken record, but we have new people joining us every time. And the purpose of the show is to educate. So I'm sorry if the people that have been so loyal and been watching us since the beginning, they've heard me say this 100 times. But we soak our nuts to release the enzyme inhibitors that make it a dormant nut. We soak it to release that, so now it becomes a living nut. The living nuts often, seeds and nuts often have 500 times the amount of nutrients that the given plant has. So when we germinate it, we activate those nutrients so they're more nutritious for us. So easy breezy, we put in walnuts, 1 cup of walnuts, 1 cup of, and by the way, these are Essential Living Foods, organic, high quality walnuts. These are also dried apricots from Essential Living Foods. We do a cup each, okay? And this is like one of the easiest recipes ever. And then we're just gonna use a little bit of green onion. Green onion, calcium, fiber, chromium, biotin, I mean, lots of good stuff in there. And then we're going to use some sacha inchi oil. Sacha inchi seeds are, this is going to be like the new hemp seed, the new hemp oil. They're super duper high in omegas. And this is a cold pressed oil. You can use this oil or you can use olive oil. All right, we turn that on, blend that up. Endive. Endives are really great. That's all we need. Blendaroo. So these are endives. These are a great bitter green. Love them, and I love how they make shapes like this. So this is, you know, how you could serve it if you were going to serve, you know, the soup with the boats around it. But I'll just move the bowl for now and show you that we can make these beautiful things in boats. Or if you're not into the endive, what is this, Erica? What's this called?
Radicchio, I think.
Radicchio. Katrina, you're right. So radicchio. So is this a cabbage?
You know what? It looks like it, but I would be hazarding a guess. I think so. But it's not a cabbage, but it's in the lettuce. It might be a brassica.
It's so pretty, isn't it? When I saw this, I was like, oh my God, this is so perfect for like any kind of like boats or cups or. I
saw some in the nursery today in 6-packs. You can grow your own.
Apricots also are very high in beta carotene and lycopene. Both of those things help reduce blood pressure again, help reduce cholesterol, really reduce the risk of cancer. I mean, we're seeing so much cancer now. The statistic is half of, I know we have a global audience, and I love that people all over the world are watching the show, and I don't know what the statistics are all over the world, but in America, the statistic now is that half Americans have cancer, and we don't need to. Food busts up the cancer. Things like lycopene and beta carotene, phytonutrients, attack cancer cells and turn them well. And that is the truth. Miss Erica Ann, you want to come up here and try one of these?
Yeah.
See how I did? It's light, it's simple. I didn't put any salt in it. I didn't put any herbs in it, except for the green onion. So there's a lot you could add to it. You could add chili powder if you wanted. You could add a curry. But I like it like this.
Cranberries, dried cranberries.
You think it needs a little more sweet?
Well, I don't know. They just come to mind.